Men ridiculed for spending $18,000 on alpha male boot camp as clip goes viral.
Wow.
Honest to God, just scroll down. You can see the clip because the actual sort of story behind it is pretty much as it says.
Yeah.
It is an $18,000 alpha male 3-day boot camp.
Yeah.
Where basically they just scream at you for 3 days.
But like, you may be shocked to learn it's gay as fuck.
It's
That's
the most-
the gayest
it's
thing.
the most-
I saw footage of them squirting a hose in all the faces of all these
Oh,
young men.
I've
Just like
only-
this big muscly bloke with a hose like,
Well-
you're going to be an alpha male. And they're all like,
I've only watched this clip, but I really want us to watch more of them because I think they're so funny.
Look around, look at each other. Look to your left and to your right. More than 60% you will not be here fucking Friday. I guarantee it. And I'll make sure. I'll make sure that you earn the right to be here every fucking second. Because I see in your fucking eyes that most of you don't fucking belong here. And I'll be damned, I'll take this fucking knife off my fucking waist and carve this fucking tattoo off my fucking hand before I let any of you fucking bitches show up here on Friday for the graduation. I see it in your fucking eyes already. Your fucking souls are mine.
Do you know what that reminds me of? You know the patter of WWF wrestlers?
yeah, it is. I'm going to see you Friday night
And then
at the Oakland Coliseum.
Then the camera goes off. Nice one, man. That was really good. That.
Yeah.
It's the Andrew Tate-esque response in it. Do you know what's really interesting is I mean, I just love the fact that they'd pay £18,000 to have a man scream at you.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was a kid at school, I don't know, did you ever have the army come in?
Yeah.
And they took you to these like army weekends, and the weird thing was, I spoke to Gemma about it, and they made like you jump in like a lake in November. Yeah. These are like 10-year-olds, and they thought, well, that's really good. They just scream at you, and then you come home and you're like, Mum and Dad, why have you sent me there?
Do you remember going swimming lessons, and they used to go, you've got to get a brick off the bottom of the pool in your pajamas.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Yeah.
You just do. You just do.
It's
In
just
case you lose your brick.
At night in the lake.
Listen, mate, it's just something. Yeah, this is a fix. So this is 18 grand.
Yeah.
This guy just yells
Just
at them.
screams at these guys who, like, for some reason think that this is what they fucking need. Like, some of the most gullible men on earth, right here.
If you go and have a look at the name of the thing,
It looks like a laugh running it, to be fair.
You go back to the article, you'll be able to find loads more videos on it. I would love to be an instructor on it.
Mate, I want to set up a beta male course. Guys, we're going to talk about our feelings so hard. I can see in your eyes some of you don't have access to your emotions properly and you won't be here Friday.
Oh, what's that? Want to cry about it? Good work, soldier.
Right, after this, we've got pottery class.
I want y'all to stay here, and you are going to stay until you've written the best damn poem I ever read in my life.
If you don't finish colouring in that peacock, soldier, I'm going to take you outside and waterboard you.
Look at this. Look at this. It's the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That looks like a thumbnail on Gay Brazzers.
It's like when
Spraying a hose in the face.
It's like when Gaza scored against Scotland. do you know what's really interesting about this, though, is that I think there's something, masculinity is a weird one at the moment. I've thought about this a lot because if you actually think male identities, no one really knows what it is anymore. It's shifted so much.
It's shifted so much that as long as a muscly man is shouting at you,
Yeah.
then you go, oh, it's masculine.
This is man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's a muscly guy in shape screaming at you aggressively, you just go, oh, it's masculine.
Yeah.
It's masculine.
Like, I just do not understand these people, because if I was in that speech at the beginning where he's like screaming at us, it's like, some of you don't belong here, and I'd be like, yeah, probably not, see you later, mate.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sound.
I'm one of the 40%, definitely.
Yeah, this sounds shit. I'm going to lie on the floor while you squirt to me with a hose, am I? Get fucked.
That sort of marketing has never worked on me.
Not at all.
Do you remember when the SAS or the Army used to do that thing where it used to be like 99% need not apply?
And I
I'd
was
be
like, sound, yeah, that's me, yeah.
That would be me. I'm
Like,
not bothered at all.
It's never worked on me, that thing of like, you know, like, oh, what? You're a little bitch, are you? I'd be like, yep, gonna go sit down. Just like, I don't care. Like, you can say what you fucking want. Like, I'm gonna be totally fine in myself.
Most people can't handle all this. Yeah, I imagine I'm one of those.
Are you a
people.
quitter? I used to get that all the time, like, you know, like in PO or something where I couldn't be arsed. They'd be like, are you a quitter? And I'd be like, yes, I quit.
I just love the idea.
Ta-da!
I love the idea of him going, yeah, any questions? Yeah. How long ago should she leave you, mate? She didn't take everything.
I just want to say, it's not a question, more a statement. I just want to say sorry for whatever your dad did to you.
Yeah. It's not our fault, mate.
Yeah.
I think there is something that, because you look at it and you go like, you think back to that sort of like the proper bloke, that sort of dying out a bit. Those sort of,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? The proper.
I don't know if they are. They're just sort of going into like this weird little thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they're just changing. They still exist. Problem is, you can't teach, like, you know, like some people are like dominant personalities and are like leaders and are aggressive. You can't teach that to some wet little nerd. You know, like, you just can't.
Yeah.
And like, why would you want to? It's like, it's not better.
Yeah, I think what you're doing here is you're just basically torturing men.
Yeah.
And then you're claiming that the act of torture will make them stronger.
Do you know what this
life.
is? Do you know what this is? This is like the equivalent of this in our world is Goliath. The Goliath clown school is the same shit as this, because posh people pay him like 20 grand and he just abuses them because they've had such a soft life, they've never had anyone abuse them. And all like working class people look at them and go, are you not getting people shouting at you all the time?
I mean, just as a case study, there's not many dominant Iraqis after the war, is there?
What?
You know, when we tortured all those Iraqis,
What are you on about?
it's not like they came away more dominant because of it, is it?
I don't know if you know how terrorist groups work, Freddie, but kind of if you like torture
Oh shit! This does work. This is actually a brilliant fucking.
Yeah, but you're going to make a rapist sleeper cell. Is what you're gonna
Also,
do.
a lot of the ones
a
that got
sleeping
tortured,
pill cell.
the ones that got tortured, a lot of them are still getting tortured.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, Guantanamo's still going, baby.
Is it?
Yeah, still going strong, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that we did
Some of those
that.
dudes are never getting out.
I didn't know that we still did that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't care. But the main thing is, let's have a look at some more videos because it's funny.
They have the same thing.
Yeah, the same thing.
Just have a little search. It's like it is like it's one of those where like the
Oh,
people
here we
running
go.
there are clearly cunts, but it's also very funny scamming these people.
This will be funny to watch. Everyone, get your shirts off
It's
and
like,
get
a,
in
it's,
a line.
it's like a really hardcore crystal maze. I just like the idea that they're all accountants.
Yeah, they are. That's it. Yeah.
They just go, had a cracking weekend, you know. A really aggressive man with more testosterone than I could possibly imagine.
Oh, he walks in Monday morning and they go, David, you seem more dominant.
Just by the photocopier. Get the paper in! Just calm down, David. It's because you can't decompress. Do you know what I mean? He's struggling to.
I asked David to make the tea, but he called me a beta pussy, and now I'm doing it.
I'm not a cook.
David, you got the CEO in a headlock. We're going to have to let you go.
Like right now, it looks like they're going to do a
I
gay
am the
conga.
CEO now.
yeah.
Like, right, yeah, time for a little shirtless conga. Lad.
I
Let's
honestly
go, lads.
reckon at this point, if you said to all of those lads in the line shirtless, right, everyone extend your right forefinger and jam it up the arse of the person in front of you, I reckon they all would without question.
Like, I reckon about 60% of them wouldn't. I reckon
I'm just not I'm not meant to be here.
40% of those lads would suck off the instructor if he went, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. To be an alpha, you've got to suck my dick.
Is this what adult grooming looks like?
Yeah, it totally is.
To
It's
other
the same shit.
adults.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like? It's like an initiation for a rugby team at university.
Yeah,
And
but
I used
they're
to-
all big enough to know better.
Well, I used to hate that because when I went to uni, I remember that I found that intimidating. I still find proper alpha behaviour.
I find it
I
tedious.
don't know how to react in it though because I'm not like that. But I remember the university a lot. This is a true story. They used to come into other bars on campus.
I didn't know bars was going to be the end of that sentence.
No, yeah. No, what they would do is they would dare some one of them to have a shit in the corner of the bar.
Fucking
That was part of the initiation to defecate
Yeah.
in another bar.
Just in a public bar.
In a public bar,
Yeah.
and that was like, nice one, mate. You did brilliant
Yeah,
there.
like-
And I feel like going,
I wouldn't
come
be,
on.
I wouldn't be able to do that, mate, because all the lights would be on.
You'd be scared, wouldn't you? But I went out once with like my mate was when I lived in London. One of my mates from home was on the rugby team at like one of the big London unis. I think it was like Queen Mary's or something. But I went to watch cricket with him one night, like when the Ashes was on overnight. And but he didn't tell me it was like the rugby team thing. I thought I was just meeting my mate for a pint.
So
to
you'd
watch
wandered
cricket.
onto a social.
Yeah. So I turn up and he's like, right, there's some rules, right? And I was like, oh yeah. And he goes like, if he's the leader, and if he says hold hands, you got to hold hands with someone. I was like, oh, it's getting spicy.
Or else what?
Well, that was
What's
it.
going to happen if I don't hold your hand?
That was my exact point. And he goes, if you don't hold his hand, you get ginned. And what that is you have to do a shot of gin. And I went, what if I don't do the gin? And he went, oh, I don't know. I scrambled them straight away by just going, no. And it was fucking amazing.
Oh, you're going to kick me off the team?
But
you fucking idiot.
Genuine, at one point, he took me to one side and he's like, I do think some of them are going to kick your head in a minute. Because when they were holding hands, I was like, hold hands, everybody. Grab a partner, do-si-do.